Innal hamdalillah, thumma salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala ahlihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Fassalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone once again to Halal Dollars, and inshallah today we are going to be talking about the accounting sheet. The accounting sheet is the third of the data sheets. So in the previous videos we have explained in the general overview of the data sheet, and we have also explained the activity sheet and also the inventory sheet. If you have not watched these videos, make sure you go back and you watch everything. The whole of these things we are explaining is a whole business and it's a complete system. Make sure you understand every aspect of it, because the goal at the end of the day is for you to be able to do all of these things by yourself. So we ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it easy for every one of us. So this is the accounting sheet. So this is where we impute the monies that come in and out of the business. So the first of them is the date. So the date is the date of that transaction. So you're going to impute the date for the transaction here. So the second one is the transaction description. So what exactly happened? We spent so amount on so thing, or we received so amount for so product. So this is the transaction description. We're going to mention it here. So the third one is the opening balance. This opening balance is the amount we have at the beginning of that business day. So the opening balance of today is the same thing as the closing balance of yesterday. If we had 50,000 naira left in our balance yesterday, in our closing balance, today our opening balance will be that same 50,000 naira. So is what we are saying clear? So the next one is the amount received. So if the transaction has to do with money taken in, maybe for example we sold the product, so in that case you are going to input it under the amount received. However, if for example we spent money on ads, maybe we spent 5,000 or 10,000 naira on ads, then you are going to input it under what? The amount spent. Do you understand? And thereafter we have what? Our closing balance. The closing balance is going to be calculated automatically. Don't touch it. You don't need to touch anything in the closing balance. It will be calculated automatically. All you just need to do is input your opening balance at the beginning of the day and what? The amount that you spent. Do you understand? Based on the description and what have you. So I'm going to be giving a real life example for that. So for example, today is on the 27th. So 27th of October 2023. So let's say today we had our account credited with 1 million naira. So initial capital, because every one of us contributed 10 million naira. So that's going to be our initial capital. The initial capital of 1 million naira. Do you understand? That's going to be our opening balance. 1 million naira. Do we understand? So I think this is too much. Okay, so this is correct. So we have our initial capital of 1 million naira. So, and that's going to be our opening balance for today. Do you understand? And that's supposed to be the opening balance for everybody. And this is going to be the exercise for the person in the accounting sheet. So the person in the accounting section, once you have your own access to the sheet, your assignment is that you are going to input the initial capital of 1 million naira into the accounting sheet. Do you understand? And we are going to be checking it round to ensure that to prove that what you've understood what we are explaining. So that's going to be it. Do you understand? For the initial. So let's say on maybe on the 28th, for example, or even today. Let's even say today on the 27th, we purchased products. So let's say we purchased M9 earbuds. So we purchased M9 earbuds at maybe 512,000 naira. So we purchased it at 512,000 naira. Do you understand? So this is M9 earbuds. Let me just make it. The description has to be as clear as possible. So M9 earbuds purchase. So will we put it under opening balance? No, we are not put it under opening balance because that's not our opening balance. What is our opening balance? 1 million naira. So our opening balance is 1 million naira. So that's what we are going to put there. How much did we receive? We didn't receive any amount today, so it's 0. However, did we spend any money? Yes, and that's what we're talking about, the M9 that we spent. And as I said, we spent 512,000 naira. Do you understand? So automatically it calculates the amount that is left for us, which is 400 and what? 88,000 what? Naira. Let's say today again, we needed to pay for ads, 10,000 naira. So we write 27th, still the 27th of October 2023. We needed to pay for ads. So ads, M9, let's just write Facebook ads. Facebook ads. So we needed to pay 10,000 naira. What's our opening balance? Yes, 488 what? Thousand naira, because our opening balance is always what? Equal to what? Our closing balance. So this is too much. I made a mistake there. So it's meant to be, this is the correct thing. So did we receive any money? No, we didn't receive any money. Rather, we actually what? Spent money on Facebook ads, which is 10,000 naira. So we're going to write 10,000 naira. Do you understand? So the balance is going to be what? 400 and what? 78,000 naira. Let's say today again, we had a number of deliveries. So today, 27th of October 2023, we also received payment for maybe 2 items, payment for 2 orders. So we receive payment of 2 orders of what? M9 earbuds. Of M9 earbuds. So what's our opening balance? Exactly, our opening balance is equals to what? Our closing balance, of which is what? Our previous closing balance, which is 478 what? Thousand naira. So how much did we receive? Let's say we sold 2 products and maybe we sell each product at say 20,000 naira. So 2 products is going to be 40,000 naira. So we are going to input 40 because we actually received money now, 40,000 naira. Did we spend anything? No. For this transaction, we only received. Abi? So you leave it blank. So it means that our closing balance is what? 518,000. Let's say we didn't even do any transaction to the end of today. So, and those were the only transactions we did. The next day is 28. So we input 28. Do you understand? 28 of October 2023. What will our opening balance be? Our opening balance will be what? 518. Let's say today we had to send some items to for returns, for example. Let's say we had to send some items for returns, for example, and we had to pay for them to send it for returns, or maybe with GIG, and they charge us maybe 2,000 naira for it. So we'll say returns, payment for return, okay, or let's say just say return charges. I think that appears return charges by GIG, for example. What's our opening balance? Exactly 518,000, because our opening balance is equals to what? Is always the same as what? Our initial what? Closing balance. So it's going to be 518 what? Thousand naira. Did we receive any money? No, we didn't receive any money. Rather, we actually what? Spent money. So rather, we just spent money. And how much did we spend? We spent 2,000 naira. Do you understand? So it's going to be deducted, and that's how we are going to be using our accounting sheet. This sheet is only to be used by the person in charge of accounting. It is sole responsibility to use this sheet. No other person should use it aside the person in charge of accounting. Do you understand? However, we all should understand the system. Do you understand? We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it better understood than said, and He forgives us our shortcomings. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik, nash'adu an la ilaha illa ant, wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Wassalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.